So today on Sonic 2, we're chasing after Robotnik. On our plane, the Tornado. Technically speaking, the Tornado belongs to Sonic, but I guess Tails is just a mooching jerk, so he keeps it all the time. This stage is fairly easy. There's only one act to it. It's pretty simple. Now, Tails will do his best to catch you, and normally he will, but do be wary about spin dashing because that can send you careening into the abyss. You also want to be careful about jumping onto enemies from above, because sometimes Tails will accidentally catch you before you hit the enemy, so you'll be in your standing position, and instead it'll be you that's getting hits. Which is definitely bad, you don't want that. These weird looking guys, I don't even know what they are, they drop bombs, so the optimal position to jump into them is from the side, so you don't hit yourself or get hit by a bomb, which, frankly, those aren't that threatening. The turtles might also get you accidentally with their shots. They are small, so they're a little hard to see coming, but if you destroy the little turtles, you can take their mounts. It doesn't do much for you, but you can stand on it. It's a nice little safe spot for a while. Oh, and look at that, there's Robotnik's ship. Also the next zone of the game. For some reason, though, we can't land on it. Oh well, that's alright. We'll just keep chasing him here in the sky. Thus the name of the zone. And speaking of which, this zone is almost done. It is only one act long, which is good. Now this is a very nice, relaxing stage. But I'm glad it doesn't overstay its welcome. Now it is a bit hard to die in this zone, but if you do, it's not exactly the most pleasant thing to have to redo it all, just because it is a little slow moving. You don't notice it that much on your first time through though. And for this last little bit, I'd suggest just going through the middle. That way you don't have to deal with those turtles. You only have to deal with one, who might hit you if you don't see him coming. But I did, so it was no problem. And now we're at Wing Fortress Zone. Pretty good flying there, Tails. You've been doing pretty good so far. Oh no, Tails! Oh no! I can't believe Tails the Hedgehog is fucking dead. Though, to be fair, we really should have seen this one coming. After all, if you know any of the other Sonic games, you should know that Tails never appears in the series again. It's actually his twin brother Blails that appears in his stead. So this is Wing Fortress Zone. The other zone of the game I really don't like, and oh, by the way, that fire doesn't hurt you, so that just looks kind of weird. But as much as I like airship stages, and believe me, I really like how this place looks, I don't like the level design that much. It's a little confusing at times, and of course, there is the ever-present bottomless pit, which the level definitely takes advantage of, and yet again, I accidentally activate Supersonic, which isn't the best idea in Wing Fortress Zone, because you might not want to be moving this fast. For these flippy platforms right here, you don't want to be jumping around them like Supersonic jumps, because he's a little loose on his performance at times, so that can be a bit troublesome. Now, somewhere around here, the name Eggman is printed on the plane, so just FYI, in case you didn't know, his Japanese name was Eggman. It was always Eggman, so you can just stop talking about that, nerds. It was changed for the American localization, and sure, I don't mind Eggman being a nickname and Robotnik being his actual name, but technically speaking, he has and always will be Dr. Eggman. This part's simple, you just press the jump button to break these things when you're ready to fly into the next area. Kinda like, what's it called? Hydrocity Zone. Now this part is the part I hate the most. You can actually skip to this section by jumping through the propellers. They hurt, but you can just, hitbox your way, not hitbox. This, by the way, is very tricky just because those cannons close, but, invincibility frames, that's the word I was looking for. You can get hit and then use your invincibility frames, to get through the propellers and just skip a whole lot of the level. But that section of the level helps you get a lot of rings. I'm actually at 90, so even though I activated Supersonic earlier than I wanted to, I've still got plenty of rings to finish this stage with. It is no problem whatsoever. And in fact, we're at the boss right now. Who would inspire the boss of Flying Battery Zone, which is my favorite zone in Sonic 3, and also an airship, and I like airships a whole lot. But in this boss, you just have to hit the laser itself. It's not a timed battle like the one in Flying Battery was, and thanks to the fact that I didn't have to use those spiky platforms and didn't have to care about the laser, that battle was super easy. Alright, let's finish Robotnik for— oh, come on! Really? Sonic, just fly after them. You're super. Oh, now we'll never catch it. Gasp! Tails was alive all along, and he strapped a little rocket to the bottom, so now we can fly again. So yeah, obviously he wasn't dead. I mean, when I was a kid, I was kind of worried about Tails, and then he just comes back at the end of the zone, so it's not really a huge thing anyway. But that's actually it for this part of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Next time, we're going to follow Robotnik right to his base, the Death Egg. Which is in space! Whoa! Good thing I'm super. I don't know how I'd breathe in space otherwise.